The most common question I get, every YouTuber gets all kinds of questions. That chipper guy is no different. We get a lot of questions. I get a lot of questions. You name it, I get it. Okay. I get this question more than, why don't you run tire chains on your skidders? Let me answer your question with a question. Why should we run tire chains on our skidders? I get that one all the time. I dedicated a whole video explaining why we don't need to. Necessity, there's no reason to, so we don't. Total different ground here than way down south and then way up north. There's all different grounds. We don't need them here right now. In the winter, we'll see. But if we don't need them, we don't use them. But I get a question more than that is, why do we have so many axles on our trucks and trailers? And he's getting a good load of logs on there. Okay? Because we live in Michigan, that's why. I'm allowed to haul 164,000 pounds. So, we'll haul it, but we gotta have the tires to do it. So here's what we got. We got 8-foot hardwood over there, 10-foot popple over here. And the other question that I get all the time is, why do we stack the logs the way we do? And why do we cut them so short? It all has to do with the mill you're hauling to. The chipwood mills, the pulpwood mills, all the different mills, log mills, Amish mills. Yes, there's Amish mills. Yes, I did take an Amish video of an actual Amish person. They are not Mennonite. That's another thing I get told over and over, hundreds and hundreds of times that they're Mennonite, they're Amish. But we haul our 10-footers like that, and we haul our 8-footers like that. And I get all the questions, why do we haul them that way? Because that's how you can haul the most. And that's why we haul them that way. The log mills, the hardwood want 8-foot, and popple, they range all different lengths. 7s, 8s, 10s, 12s. It all depends on what mill you're hauling to, what orders they have. So that's why we haul them the way we haul them. And when we haul 8-footers, we haul them that way because you can haul the most amount of wood that way. And we're in wonderful Michigan where you can haul so much weight. So, and then there's another pile of logs over here. Those are 8s, 10s, 12s. I think that's it. Over there, that gets hauled to a different mill. The stuff he's hauling right now gets hauled to one mill. That pile goes to another mill. And the back is firewood. The chips go to a different mill. It's just different. Everybody does it different. The people down south are different than the people out west, are different than the people out east, are different than the people up north. It all depends on what mill you're hauling to, and where in the country you're doing it at. If we haul pulpwood sticks into our chip mill, which we don't, those all have to be 8 foot long, and it's just the way it is. In other places, they haul them 30, 40 foot long, but we're allowed to haul 164,000 pounds. So that's why we haul them the way we haul them, because we can get the most logs on a load. That's how we do it, because we're allowed to haul so much weight. Now, that truck right there is set up to haul 164,000 pounds. Oak you might be over on if you're not careful. It all depends. It depends on what you're cutting, but you usually won't run over on that truck. I know you probably can, but nothing that we're hauling is. So anyways, That's just one question I get so much, is why do we cut such small logs? That's what gets taken around here. So that's just how it works. So he's loading up a load of popple, and that's a good load on there. It's got a good load on there. The nice part about where we're working is the mill he's hauling to isn't really that far away. Maybe 20 miles, 15, well no, probably 20 miles. So he hauled a long load this morning, a couple hours away, and then he's hauling that one. He said he might come back and grab a third one. He's working today, let me tell you. Where he hauled this morning is a long haul. So just try to answer a couple questions, but that's one of the most common question I get. And yeah, I love some of the questions that come through on here. They're really hilarious. 99% of the questions I get are great questions, and 1% of them are absolutely ridiculous. But you just filter through. You gotta deal with the 1% that are ridiculous, the 1% that are absolutely stupid, the 1% that are absolutely mean and they don't have a clue what they're talking about. Some guy's sitting behind his computer. But, so what are we down to? 97%, 96% are great comments. I had that Amish sawmill video, and that's probably, it's obviously got the most comments, got the most thumbs downs, man. I got over 1,000 thumbs down on it, which that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. So if you think you have a bad video and you got a couple thumbs down, don't worry about it. That Chippers guy has got thousands of thumbs down, so don't worry about the thumbs down. But that one, I get a whole lot of questions on the Amish sawmill. So anywho, and I get a whole bunch of ridiculous stuff on that too. They're not Mennonite, they're Amish. That's a Perkins diesel. If you want to get really, really into it, you can get really, really into why they're allowed to use that diesel motor. If you know anything about diesel motors, you can probably figure it out. I get so many comments, why are they using electricity? Well, look closer, people, there's no electricity. And I know that I'm talking to everybody that doesn't have those comments, because the people with the rude comments don't ever come back to watch any videos. So that's why I don't usually talk a whole lot about the comments, especially in that video, is because the people that hate it don't subscribe to the channel. So there's really no point in me talking about it. But there's some questions in there. But they run a diesel motor all off of belts. There's no electricity in that video except for the GoPros on. That's one guy's got a headlamp on, maybe. They're allowed to use a certain cell battery and stuff. Anyway, the people that we deal with, the Amish that we deal with around our area, are some of the nicest, most respectful people to deal with, period. So, especially a lot of our log buyers, they're A+ to deal with, and really, really nice people. So, yeah, that's why we haul the logs the way we haul the logs. So hopefully that answered maybe a couple of the questions. I've made videos like this in the past. I made a log truck video. But yeah, they are going to love those 8-foot hardwood. There's some beautiful ones for it. So they'll like those. The mill will like those. And yeah, they'll like the chips coming out of here. We got some good chips coming out of here. Did some chain, did some knives yesterday, greased it today, blew it off with the air wand today. This thing rocking and rolling, let me tell you. I did chipped 10 loads yesterday. I chipped 3 loads this morning. Hopefully I can get 9. I don't think I'll hit 10 today. I'll hit 9, I think. Which is another good day. Good start to the week. So get some good weeks strung together. We'll be feeling awesome. But that's the old Moorbark. I got her getting her tuned up the way I like it. It does need a clutch. I need to change the clutch fluid on that. We'll make a video about that. But this little gizmo here makes it really easy for me to change the clutch fluid. And maybe I'll explain that when we do it. And what that, if you want to know what that is, comment below of all of this little mess right. This is an add-on. This did not come with the machine, but Morbark added this machine after we had it for a few months. So if you want to know what that is, leave me some comments on what you want to know about it. We'll explain what it is, what it does, and how it helps me change the fluid. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for subscribing, the wonderful comments, and you guys really make me chuckle in some of the comments. They're priceless. So I'm gonna get going. I should have a truck showing up here any minute, just patiently waiting. I got hot dogs up on the manifold, just simmering right now. The motor was a little warm, so I set them down there, did some work. So once I get back up chipping, we'll smash some dogs out, load some trucks, and see exactly what today has for us. Who knows? Who knows what videos we'll have yet today. It'll be interesting, but I'm sure if it's great, you'll see it. Thanks for watching. You're great. You chipsters have a wonderful day. I am out of here.